The next thing that we're going to look at is how to do the elliptical marquee tool but add a feathering effect. Okay, so you'll have your image open in Photoshop. Remember, the first things that you need to do before you get started is rotate your image. So remember, that was an image rotation, and then whatever you need to do. Turn on your ruler. Mine's already on, and yours should stay on from here on out if you turned it on in the first with the elliptical marquee. But if it's not on, you just hit Control R. Then before we do anything, we need to go ahead and say image size. Remember, if it's portrait, the width needs to be 5 inches like mine, or if it's landscape, it goes the other way, then your height is what will be 5 inches, and you'll say OK. Control 0 to zoom in. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So same kind of start as before, and that you just want to get a selection around the person's face. The difference is before we copy and paste, we are actually going to want to go select. After you have your selection, hit select. Kelly, it's up between type and filter. Okay. Select. You haven't what? Okay. Modify. Feather. Now you're going to want to pick a feather radius. Your default will be 5. I say between 10 and 15. 15 obviously being more feathering. 10 seems to be a safe bet. But if you get into it and you don't like your feathering, it's a quick thing to go back and redo it. So set it to 10, and if you don't like that, then you can go back and change it later. You'll say OK. Now you will say Control C, File, New. Again, we'll want to first change the name to be whatever our tool is. So for this one, it's feathering. And then maybe put their name on there just so you know which friend it needs to go to. I'm going to keep my width and height as is because Photoshop is picking up whatever I had just copied. Resolution 72 pixels per inch. Color mode RGB. Background contents are transparent, and then I'll say create. Then I will hit Control V to paste. If for whatever reason your image, like it comes in half of their face or whatever, all you need to do is come over here and get the Move tool and drag it to the center of your document. And then you will say File, Save As, save it as a PNG, and then say Save. And then say OK. And then you don't really need this document anymore as a PSD, so you can close out and say, no, I don't want to save. And then you can jump on over to your page and insert that into your document.